You're done. You're washed. It's over.
Yeah! YouTube, what up? Welcome to another edition of Wrestling with Watts. I'm your host, Watts, and today, and I don't like doing these type of videos often, but I've seen enough, to be completely honest, and it has to be talked about. It's getting out of hand. With deep regret, I'd like to say that they need to pull the plug on Nikkita Lyons. Not as like being in WWE, but as a wrestler, as an active wrestler. It's not working. She hasn't gotten better over the last, it's been about 4 years pretty much. She's not gonna get any better. She moves like a snail in a ring. Her knees is finished. It's really not that much upside as keeping her as an active competitor. You can make her a manager, you can make her on-screen personality, you could make her do some announcer stuff, but wrestling isn't it. I'm sorry. Like, we gave enough time, and to be honest, that's not a bad thing, because at the end of the day, not everybody takes to wrestling. It's not for everybody. You might have a social media presence, you might have a certain look, but if you can't capitalize on that, then it is what it is. Not to compare, but as far as her counterparts go, Jada Parker, she's been knocking it out the park. She's been killing it. After a while, you can't really get off on your looks. You can't get you can get far on your looks, because look where she got in the first place. Not even just in WWE. She was on reality TV and stuff like that too. But wrestling just ain't it. Wrestling isn't for everybody. And there's a list of people that down the line over time this year, I'ma just bring it up and I'ma just say, it might just be time like for that CDL. For anybody who doesn't know, anytime somebody says it's time for a CDL or it's time for jazz, it's basically another terminology for it's time to pack it up. It's over. Like, we tried, but it's not working out. And she was red hot when she first got there. Everybody had a lot of promise. Everybody was excited and stuff, but it's just not happening. It's not working. And it's fine. It's okay. There's always greener pastures. I'm not saying future endeavors her. I'm not saying fire her. She don't need to be fired unless that's what they're on. Like if you can't serve your purpose in the ring, then yeah. But we've seen plenty of people make that transition. We've seen like Maria Kanellis make that transition. We've seen so many. Even like Byron Saxton, he was a wrestler at first, but he just wasn't that good. So they moved him to where he's at now, and he does a pretty damn good job at that. It's not for everybody. And I'm in no way, shape, or form trying to be insulting or condescending or nothing like that, but the grind is hard. The constant exercising and conditioning that is required to be a superstar, the grind, the wear and tear that it takes on your body and stuff, it's not for everybody, and it shouldn't be for everybody. And to be completely honest, she'd probably be a better on-screen personality versus being a wrestler at this point. I don't see her ever getting to the main roster, and if she do, it would have to be like a full 180. She's been injured more than she's been in the ring over the last couple of years. Like, over the last 2 to 3 years, she's been injured the majority of the time, because I think she busted both of her knees. And it's just not for everybody. The game is not going to love you back the same way you love it sometimes. There's situations where no matter what, it was a basketball superstar named Brandon Roy. But he was actually really good. So I'm in no way, shape, or form comparing her to Brandon Roy. I'm more so comparing the situation to Brandon Roy. Like, he was so good, but he was always hurt. Sometimes you can love the game so much, but the game just don't love you like that. And I think that that's like a clear depiction of what's going on with Nikkita Lyons, because like you could tell she's trying. She's trying. She's literally trying to no avail. And it's not nobody's fault. I don't blame nobody, but it's just that time. And sometimes you gotta use better discretion, and you kind of gotta just know yourself. Um, and knowledge itself is very important. And like, I don't know. I think that it's time. Like, and I'm not one of those people on Twitter that's just like dragging her just because they're dragging her. I'm dragging her from the perspective of a student of the game, a student of the game who has been on both sides. I've watched it my whole life. I've been in the ring, and I do plan to get back in the ring at some point, just cause, not to like blow up or go to NXT or anything like that, but I like the conditioning that it takes. Like, I like the little drills, the leapfrogs and stuff like that, the rolls. I enjoy all of that stuff, so I would just do it just because of that. But like, it's time to be honest. It's time to call a spade, and it's time for us all to move on and act like this never existed. Consider this an intervention, but this is something that's kind of been on my mind for a while, so I just wanted to just bring it up and, see where everybody else stood. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I know some people going to be like, yo, give her time, but yo, it's been like 4 years, bro. It's been 4 years. I don't know. She's like the Dave East of WWE, for real. Started out hot, but just never was never no progression. You know what I'm saying? So like that's one of the people who should probably never go to the main roster ever, or else they're gonna get fessed up and get exposed. So I'm not even really and truly, I'm not trying to be funny, but yo, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I appreciate y'all. It's a new year. Like, comment, and subscribe. Anybody who doesn't plan to come back, I appreciate you guys too. But I'm out. Peace.